Hey, welcome back to another Korean drama recap. Today we got Love Playlist. It's a very nice Korean love story drama. I hope you enjoy it. Today is the day for this girl's admission interview. She took her phone and looked around for the location for the interview.
저기 혹시 16동이 어딘지 아세요? 저도 면접생이라 잘 모르겠어요.
The interview time is getting closer and closer. The girl's heart is very anxious. Just when she was struggling with the map on her phone, a voice interrupted her suddenly. The boy looks at the map on the phone, cross-raised his hand and looked at the time.
죄송한데 좀 잡아도 될까요? 급해서.
The two went all the way to the 16th floor holding hands, successfully arriving in time at the last minute. But due to time constraint, the girl didn't have time to say anything to him. The girl rushed out of the classroom immediately after the interview, but the boy has left. The girl's heart is a little lost. She wished she could thank him face to face. Her name is Jimin. Thanks to the boy's help, she passed her interview. After entering school, Jimin has been looking for that boy, because she has little information about him, but always gets nothing. She only remembers that day through a brief conversation with him, but she heard he's an excellent student. The next day, Jimin went to listen to the elective course with the largest number of participants, but she still haven't found the boy until the end of the class. She then thought the boy was not in this school. Jimin felt a little annoyed after hearing this. If so, the odds of finding him are even slimmer. Then the two went to the restaurant for dinner. Jimin looks out of the window. She then saw the figure she had been looking for a long time. But when she ran out of the restaurant, the boy has disappeared. Even so, Jimin is still very happy. At least she made sure he is from this school. He has good looks and he can dance. Jimin, who just entered school, became the C rank of the school support group. Still the king of friendships. She participates in most activities, often help her friends. With her help, many girls have found their favorite boyfriend, but she never found her own boyfriend because her heart is already occupied by that boy. As she helped so many friends, she doesn't know when she will find her own happiness. She even saved the location where she saw the boy that day. She just don't know when they will meet again. Then she got a message from a friend. On the day of friendship, although Jimin is only here to help her friends, out of respect for the boy, at least she should maintain her image. God seemed to be moved by Jimin's persistence. Look at the boys who came in to hang out with them. Jimin's eyes widened in surprise. The boy never dreamt, just for a little help he did, he accidentally captured the heart of a goddess. Although it is only a one-sided relationship, but his figure is always lingering in her sensitive heart. Since that day, Jimin has been looking for him. She finally met the boy again at sorority party. She couldn't hide the excitement in her heart. She finally knew that the boy is called Sky. She kept on looking at him the whole time, but the sweet episode that was supposed to happen did not happen. Sky seems to have no interest in Jimin. Emotions are also very cold and finding with the phone the whole time. Jimin feels weird. Doesn't he remember that time? She went out with her friends to communicate secretly. This time Jimin changed her attitude. She has finally decided about him. Her friends are curious. It turned out that he was the one Jimin had been looking for. That's why. In the following activities, everyone helped to match the two of them. During the game of telling the truth, she should have questions for him. Jimin listens while drinking cup after cup. Even an idiot can read Jimin's mind. The other two teams made an excuse to leave, create space for them to be alone. Jimin also looks like a big thank you. But the next second, Sky wanted to leave. Jimin stopped him. She asked him if he really doesn't remember the 16th building you took me to. I still remember you had said you were an exchange student, but Sky said he's not an exchange student. And she passed the exam.
아닌데, 그럴 리가 없는데. 너 진짜 아니야? 그때 그 16동?
내가 좀 피곤해서 먼저 가도 되지?
그래. 잘 가.
Looking at his figure where he lives, Jimin feels very uncomfortable. She can't be wrong. She thought a sweet love would happen. It turned out to be wishful thinking. Yesterday she saw him again, and he was walking with a girl talking and laughing. Jimin laughed so happily once seeing him. Turns out, he already has a girlfriend. She then gets so angry, questioning him that he already has a girlfriend. Why are you also attending the competition? You are such a scumbag. Does your girlfriend know? But his words left Jimin not knowing how to answer.
무슨 상관인데? 야, 저지 안 가냐?
At this time, the voice of a friend brought Jimin back to reality. It's just a fantasy. After all, he doesn't even remember who she is. Jimin's moods get worse. There's always a sense of loss. In the afternoon, the school's publicity reporter will come to the interview. The people who came to the interview turned out to be Sky and his girlfriend.
안녕하세요. 이틀 전에 페미로 연락드렸던 홍보대사 정프로입니다.
네, 안녕하세요. 서지민입니다.
Watching the two staring blankly at each other, his girlfriend asked curiously if they have met before.
며칠 전에
예전에 교양 수업에서 만난 것 같아서요. 아닌가?
그러시구나.
She gets very angry at Sky's scumbag behavior. During the interview, Jimin also began to deliberately avoid looking at him. After the interview, Jimin is so embarrassed to walk with them. At this time, Chinglu stood and asked Sky, how was the result of joining the network the other day? Jimin was a little stunned.
나는 너네들이 사귀는 줄 알고.
내가 얘랑?
Chinglu couldn't help laughing after hearing this. How can I date this guy? We're just best friends who have known each other for many years. Jimin suddenly realized it was her misunderstanding. At this moment, Chinglu saw that Jimin's shoelaces were opened. She suggested to let Sky help her tie them because he plays football a lot. So he ties the shoelaces very professionally.
발 줘봐.